Guys, we have a packed car full of air suspension. Got the tools. That could only mean one thing. Let's go and drive up to LA, bag the FRS, and get this thing ready for SEMA. Alright guys, we kind of teleported over to 405 Motoring. We're literally so far from home, about like 2.5 hours from San Diego, which is my area. Huge shout out to 405 Motoring for letting us use their space. So we're actually be installing the bags for the FRS inside of their shop. We got a couple sick cars out here, as you can see. Got the Lambo. I love how the Porsche just matches the aesthetic of the shop, the colors, that's so sick. E92 M3, one of my dream cars. I always talk about these low-key. I definitely love to add an M3 to my collection. I was looking at this too. Got the Maybach truck. These are the ones that they like bounce up and down. I'm pretty sure you've seen videos of these, but these are such a vibe. Unboxed all of the air struts. We got the UniversalAir setup, something different that we usually run on the cars. As you guys know, we usually go airlift, but dude, Universal was on board this year for the SEMA build. I'm sorry if it's a little bit loud, they got a lot of work going on over there, but UniversalAir struts are going in officially. I've done so many of these like air installs on all the cars, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be too detailed because we do need to get this car bagged ASAP. So coming over to the FRS, we pulled all of the plastic trim on the side so we can easily tuck it, as well as the back piece. It's pretty simple. We route it through under the carpet right here, through the firewall, comes out at the rubber grommet, hook it up to the battery, and that's pretty much it as far as the wiring. Suspension is so easy on this car. Just about finished up the whole install on the bags. It's honestly really quick with the help of Zico there. I think we got it done in about like 3 to 4 hours or so. Yeah, I feel like I didn't do much filming because honestly we were just trying to like knock it out. A whole mess, but yeah, everything is installed. We got the UniversalAir struts. I know the car looks like a complete mess. Like I said, this is SEMA crunch time. We got a lot to come with this car, but we just first had to knock out the air struts. We just took off these, which were the Faction Fab coils. Back on air, guys. I know we had this car on air before, and then we went to those coilovers. Now we're back on air. It's only right, since we're gonna be doing the StreetHunter kit, we're gonna have this thing looking so sick for SEMA, you know, aired out, new wheels and everything. The install though, it was a breeze. We've done like, honestly, 3 or 4, maybe even more air suspension installs on this channel, so I didn't really want to do like that much of a like full detailed install. But as we were installing the kit, the UniversalAir struts, I was looking at the details, guys. Like, check this out. This is so cool. The fact how they have this little bracket, it's just like small little detail goes such a long way. Usually, you know, like other companies, they just have like the leader line just kind of just hanging right here, and you pretty much just have to figure something out. But just these brackets are so cool, and just have this like 90-degree. It's like perfect. It works. It goes straight up to the strut. Same with the rears. We kind of just tapped it in. So we got it coming from the strut, tapped in right here with the bracket, and dude, it's just so secure. I love that. Something about the small details, which is so awesome. It's very different from what I've usually ran before. I know I said I was gonna kind of show you guys around the shop. I kind of got stuck on the install earlier, but they got some sick cars here. We got the 34, just casually chilling on the lift. There's a plan for a some sort of event. I'm not gonna reveal too much, but something after SEMA is gonna be held at this shop. Can't say too much about it, but that's gonna be so sick. It's up here in LA, so if any of you guys are up in LA, it's something that you guys can attend, which is gonna be sick. So that's gonna be after SEMA, you know, after all the cars are done. So stay tuned for that. Seriously cannot wait till I get my own shop one day. Got the Lambo. They pretty much have everything. You know, they do like the installs. They have like a paint correction bay, a wrap bay. They got a detail bay over there. So they do everything over here at 405. I was watching them wrap this RX-8 over here. You guys remember this color? Got the Ruby Star. Literally what we did for the Gen 2 BRZ last year, stock body. Low-key miss it. I really like this color. But yeah, they were wrapping this thing. Got the white TEs. You guys already know. I love my white wheels. What's up, man? If you guys haven't seen you before, so this is Zeke from UniversalAir. He's been helping me out for like the past month or so with this whole SEMA stuff. But yeah, huge help with the air install. So it was pretty straightforward today, huh?
Hell yeah, that's probably the fastest I think I've ever.
Like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's nuts. Just so you guys are aware, I have one of these too, and I probably, obviously being part of the company, I've probably spent 100 hours or more just fine tuning.
Lots of experience with these cars.
Hell yeah, they're fun, man. They're just like big go-karts, and I love that, you know, Dylan and TJ are building that StreetHunter kit for it, because I'm kind of now thinking I might want to do it. Just, I think it's bringing back a lot of good attention to this platform, and these cars they're literally like
the modern 240.
Yeah,
I guess you could say. Honestly. But yeah, like I said, Zeke has been a huge help. And just like with this car and everything, a lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes. There's gonna be a lot of videos with Zeke and UniversalAir. This is just a start, guys, like just the air install, but there's gonna be a lot coming soon. But yeah, guys, we are pretty much gonna put this thing on the ground. Like I said, it's pretty much all good to go. We're gonna get it on the ground, kind of get a first look of the car, air it out. I know it kind of looks funny. Obviously it does have the stocks, but let's get this thing on the ground. Finally on the ground, guys. Look how high these air up. This is so sick. Honestly, plenty of clearance for anything really. Yeah, the car's gonna do its thing, kind of go up and down, calibrating the system, as you guys can hear. Kind of just a temporary setup. This was kind of just to have things like working. But dude, look how sick. This is not really the final look of the trunk setup, but look how sick the UniversalAir tank is. It's so sleek, especially with the black. Once we get like the new wheels and everything, that's when we're gonna finalize the fitment, kind of like slam this thing and like literally make it perfect as far as wheel fitment. Guys, when I tell you, this has been a night. The last clips you guys saw was like maybe 3 hours ago. Everything was working. It was fine. We're getting ready to leave. And all of a sudden, I air the car out. And since it's a 90-degree leader line coming this way, it caught on the filler tube for the gas, and it completely broke the 90, and we lost all the pressure in the right bag.
Dude, I can't believe
there's like no words.
And the fact that we fixed it, like
we should have been gone like 3 hours ago.
We literally did the bag job in like 3 to 4 hours, and then we uh-oh'd on accident.
Dude, I thought,
without saying, slow and steady wins the race. No need to speak.
Bro, like, yeah, just, you know, the unexpected happened, and it's just one of those things. It's car stuff, you know, it's one of those things that happens. There's always a way to fix things. It's just you got to figure it out in the moment. And it's crazy because there's key stuff where, like, say I had not brought the BRZ, we would have not been able to fix the FRS right now. And it's crazy to think that, like, kind of everything happens for a reason. Like, I was debating between bringing the STI or the BRZ. We took one of the fittings from the BRZ to make the FRS work. One of those things where, like, if I didn't bring the BRZ, we would have been stuck. I was almost about to bring the STI, but I don't know, something told me to bring that car. It's one of, like, dude, like, everything happens for a reason, and there's always a way, but you just gotta, like, take a breather in the moment and just slowly figure it out. I'm just glad we brought this car. Oh my, dude, look at the FRS. Looking absolutely crazy. It does sound good though. Guys, what a night. What a freaking night, bro. I cannot describe the amount of like different emotions we went through, just being scared to not potentially drive the FRS, trying to figure fittings and stuff out for the airbags. Oh my gosh, it was a lot, bro. All could have been avoided if we were to just be a little bit careful on install, but makes up for a good story, something to remember. We were meant to bring this car today to save the day with the FRS. Alright guys, we made it to Dylan's house. So the FRS is back where we dropped it off. Now the car is going to the body shop with Dylan from StreetHunter. Get the body kit all fixed up and stuff. Dude, check it out. We got Dylan's cars. M3 on white CEs and the other StreetHunter kit, guys. This one was at SEMA, obviously with my BRZ. Is 3:59, 4 a.m. Just getting home. And if you guys have been watching the videos for a while, you guys know I work at 6 a.m. every day. So another one of those nights. I just unloaded all the tools from my BRZ. Just kind of putting everything back in my toolbox. So I literally brought almost all my tools. This video did not really go as planned. Circumstances, you know, like we ran into so many issues, or not so many issues, but like just that huge issue, and I just feel like I didn't film much today, and I was more so just kind of focusing on getting that stuff done. I really want to show you guys and like push myself to really show you, not every video, not every install goes smoothly. Such as today, you know, we dealt with things that we did not expect, and you know, it did not really make it, I guess, like up to standard, or my standard for a video. It would probably be like one of those things where I would ditch, and I'll be like, it did not work out, maybe I should not post this. But I was like, you know what, there's always a lesson in everything, and I just want to really show you guys what actually goes on behind the scenes. And also, like with the whole SEMA stuff, like this is reality. Like, you know, working 9 to 5 while trying to do SEMA and YouTube. Around this time last year is when we were building the purple one. I would be driving up to LA every single day after work. I'd get off of work around like 3ish, drive 2 hours up to LA, get there around 5 or 6. Work on the car for maybe 4 or so hours, drive back home, get home around midnight, go to work, repeat the same thing. So it was a lot of driving. Stressful, very, very tiring. There'd be days like this where I would just pull an all-nighter because I have literally no choice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. It's 4:17 right now. Yeah, if I were to go to sleep right now, I feel like I wouldn't wake up on time. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Crazy, but I just want to be as open and transparent to you guys as possible. I honestly planned on coming home around like 9 p.m. We're supposed to stay at 405 motoring until 7 because that's when they close, but we ended up staying till like 10 o'clock. Huge shout out to them though. They're super cool about us staying and using their space. I'm just gonna put all these tools away, wash up a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't get much clips of the FRS aired out. I kind of stopped filming once the car kind of broke, even though this video was not really that exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash the like button for all-nighters. The SEMA process continues. We got a lot of stuff to do. Like I said, this is just a start, and like I've been telling you guys, stay tuned for this build. I'm so excited. That's enough talking. I feel like I've been just rambling. With that being said, hope you'll have a good one today. Make it a good one, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.